few weeks ago, Aaron Bristol reached out to us and about coming to Shreveport, and one of the main things that I wanted was to bring the entire show with me, because as much as yeah, I need to feed my family and I need to do all that, radio is just more fun when you're with your friends. Yeah, I mean, just life in general is more fun when you're with your friends, and that's what my friends and family, part of that is the Morning Madhouse. Ginger and Brandon, and just wanted to bring those guys along because when I'm having fun, I know it sounds like fun on air, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. That's what the morning show is going to be. Who knows what's going to happen? We could have a charity on one day talking about giving back to the community. The next day, Brandon's drinking somebody's urine. You never know what's going to come up. It's the Madhouse. We call it the Madhouse for a reason because, I mean, well, we don't even know what's going to happen.
So working with Carter and Ginger, it's weirder than it sounds, which I know may be unbelievable, but it's true. So Carter's pretty weird. He loves sports, like unnaturally, like ways that should be illegal in some states, probably are. From what I know about, let's see, what do I know about Carter? He loves the University of North Carolina. He's a Tar Heel for life. He hates the Cowboys, and he loves cats. So, and that's why I love Carter. He's just a big cuddly cat lover. None of that stuff is true. That's all a lie. He does love. Is it North Carolina State?
Go Wolfpack.
He's like wicked, like cultish following. Loves that school.
Go Wolfpack.
I try not to ask about, animal sacrifices and whatever they did in their fandom.
Go Wolfpack.
I don't really want to know the answer. I'm just saying, I don't want to get called into court. Carter does love his little girl like so much, it's crazy. He makes all the cutesy faces. He says he never talks to her in baby talk, but he does. Don't let him lie to you, he does. This guy. So, but he's got a big heart, and he really does care about the community that he's in. No matter how much the community hates him, Carter's there for him.
The Morning Madhouse, morning show. Ever since I started in radio, I've always wanted to do a morning show. I've always wanted to have that spontaneity, that craziness, the wildness that goes on with the morning show. Part of that is I've always been big on charities. And when I was 16, I started working at the YMCA. And anyone that knows anything about the YMCA knows that, one, you don't get paid that much, and two, they're constantly doing charity work. I started doing all the different charities, the We Build People with the YMCA, and working with the Special Olympics. Then when I came to Tyler, Texas, and I was doing radio full-time, we started working with as many charities as possible. And that's one of the big things that I love about morning shows, is that you can do that. And you have the opportunity to reach out and not only better your community, but better the entire community around you. And that's one of the things that we want to push here. Not just the craziness, the wildness, the charity, the giving back, the love, because we love each other, we love what we do, and we want to constantly spread that love with all of you guys. I had a little girl. Well, I didn't have it. My wife had the little girl, Riley Lynn. She is now 17 months, or just under 17 months, and I'm still saying the months thing because I don't want you to think she might be a little bit older. I just want to say she's 1, but Drew insists on telling it that way. She's my wife. We've been married now for since May 15th of this year. We got married. We have 2 dogs. We got Finley and Marley. Starting our life together, getting everything going. I think we're doing all right so far.
Give me that. You can't have cleaner.
Stop drinking cleaner, please.
Jeez.
Okay, Brandon. It's your time, buddy. It's all about you, okay? Good enough. You're smart enough. You can do this. Tear this up, man. Get out there and do this. Iron face, little face. Iron face, little face. Okay. Yeah. One.
Some of my family's pretty excited about the whole move, because I'm from Texas. I'm a Texas boy. My son's from Texas, and he's excited about moving to Louisiana. He was a big boy. Told him about it, and he said, okay. He wants to ride an alligator. So, I mean, I'm not sure if that's how it works, but I told him yes, and we're going to ride all the alligators, We're going to eat the alligators because we're going to eat everything in Louisiana. That's part of our conquest of Louisiana. So, I mean, I'm really excited. This is going to be probably the biggest move I've ever made for a job. And I couldn't be... I mean, really, it's kind of excited and nervous. I got some butterflies in my basket, if you know what I'm talking about. But I think it's time. I think it's going to be good for everyone. And I'm really excited about joining the Madhouse crew in another location. So,
Hey, can you hand me a towel?
there's not any towels.
I'll go find one.
That's Carter. He's special.
And look, there's Ginger, doing yoga. Getting ready for the show. Nope, never mind, she's reading comics.
And then Ginger, the definition of weird, and I mean that with all due respect and full definition of the word. She, like myself, is a nerd, but unlike myself, has taken it to depths that I have never understood in nerddom. I know that Doctor Who is her favorite, and I don't know Doctor What that is, but a lot of people like it, and she's one of them. So there you go. She does like Star Wars, which is okay in my book. That's a joke. I love Star Wars. But here's the best thing about Ginger. We'll be talking about something like pertinent, and here's like, man, this is big in the news. We're making jokes about this. It's all funny. And then Ginger comes out of left field, boom, with a serial killer story or a devil baby story. And that's really where Ginger shines the best, is that nobody can match her weirdness. You'll see. You'll freaking see.
One of the biggest things when the morning show started was the guys wanted to stay local and true to everything that's going around in the community, and I believe that's something we got to do as well. That's something we got to continue to do, even no matter where we're located. I think we can all agree that we want to stay local. We want to be community involved. We want to bring that aspect of radio cares about the people who listen to them. You're not grabbing my thumb right now? You're a tiny little paw. Get on my coffee. Dude, stop. Stop it. Can you see this? Tiny hands. And that's what's important. It's the community. It's the people who listen to you. The people that you see in day out. The community that's around you. That's what's important. And I believe that's what we need. That's what we're good at. That's what we're good at, is taking care of the community and being a part of the community. So hopefully the community can welcome us in all of our craziness, because we are crazy, and all of this madness that the guys bring to this station, and I know my weirdness, but it's going to be a good ride. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be something we're going to be proud of. And that's what makes this whole thing worth it. This whole move worth it, is because this is something we're going to be proud of.
This is all part of our plan to take over the world. That's what our real motive behind this Morning Madhouse is that we're plotting to take over the world, and we're just going to keep telling you about it, because it's better to keep you informed than keep you out of the box. I always believe honesty is the best policy. So in 5 years from now, world domination.
And not to mention, we're going to be working at a place that is insanely legendary in radio. We're going to be working with K94.5, 99X, what is it, Kiss Country. There's a whole bunch of things that are so amazing, and we get to be a part of it. It's going to be good.
I hope you join us on this crazy ride. There's going to be a lot of things. We're going to keep it very entertaining, and I can't wait to see where the road leads us, because we've only gotten started.